I have a couple of announcements for you today. This is being posted on Tuesday afternoon. First, I just want to say that I have gone through all of your assignments, the two that were due yesterday, Monday at 11:59 p.m. I was really impressed by your thoughts and by how detailed so many of you were, and I'm really looking forward to discussing this with you more. Please be sure that you are checking your assignments. You can see the grade on PowerSchool, but you should know that if you go to the assignment in Teams and click on it, you should see a comment from me. I didn't leave absolutely every single person a comment on this one, but most of you should have some sort of feedback to read from me. So please be sure you click on that assignment and take a moment to see what feedback I've shared with you. I also want to talk to you about tomorrow's online synchronous learning. This is going to be new for all of us, so I'm hoping this video helps explain a few things. First, I'm going to show you the text that I will be posting later or along with this video that you should read through. And I'm just going to explain a couple other things. Number one says open up the Zoom app on your phone or iPad. I will post the code for you a few minutes before it is time to log in the announcements for this week. And I'm going to put this in parentheses. So because there's two prepositions right next to each other, it doesn't really help. So let me go to Teams to show you what this is going to look like. This is a sample of a draft that you might see, and you can see I've been practicing a lot on my Teams. You should see a meeting ID and you should see a password. Now, I was told that students should only have to enter a password, but I'm not sure if that's actually true. So I am going to post both numbers for tomorrow, and then when you click on your Zoom app, you're going to click join, and you should, this is how it prompts me. So the meeting ID would be this here. And then once you click join, you'll be prompted to put in the password. Now, I do want to point out that you should be selecting don't connect to audio and turn off my video right away. And I'll explain about that more about that in a moment. So to review, you're waiting to see my announcement posted on Teams. Once you see it there a couple minutes before our scheduled time, you're then going to go to Zoom and you're going to click on join. So obviously Zoom should be downloaded on your iPad, iPhone, or computer before we get started tomorrow. Next, check the schedule to be sure you know when you're logging in. I will attach the schedule so you can see that here. Your schedule is according to these time slots. It also says to log in while sitting at a desk or a table, and so this is just to make sure that you're not distracting anybody by driving or being in a pool or anything like that. You're also not supposed to be eating or chewing gum. You need to wear your uniform, and all those things that we're asking you to do is simply just to make this feel like school and to help you treat this with a little bit stronger mentality coming in. Tomorrow, we will show you some grace. I know that this could be kind of new for you, logging in, using Zoom. We understand there can be technical difficulties. So if you see that you're having some trouble, please just go ahead and email me so we know that you're having that trouble logging in. And then we will not be giving zeros if you do communicate with us effectively. If you simply just fail to show up or you come in 15 minutes late without any email or explanation as to what went wrong on your side, you will be given that zero. I already explained this part to make sure that our audio is not, full of feedback, and to make sure our videos are not all on and we're all taking turns distracting each other with silly faces or anything. I do want you to make sure that your microphone is muted and your video is turned off as soon as you enter the class. I am likely going to unmute you and block your video so that way we can say a quick hello to each other. But as we start getting into the lesson, we are going to follow that protocol to make sure that our technology is working as well as it can. When it's your turn to speak, I will go ahead and ask you to turn on your video and I'll unmute you. I do ask that you're wearing headphones so we limit the amount of feedback for the video as well. Tomorrow's conversation is going to be about your specific topic or topics that you're considering, and I want you to share some of the challenges and positives you've had while going through your research. That was for both for yesterday's homework and then for the homework that's due tomorrow at 11:59. So I'll be going down the roster and I'm going to ask each of you to share your thoughts. Please don't be surprised when I do ask you to do that. Please be prepared to share some specifics with you. You are able to raise your hand. For example, if you hear somebody say, mention a source or a resource that you would like to learn more about and you want to raise your hand, you can do that. On the computer, it's a little bit different. You have to go down here where it says Manage Participants on Zoom. Then you'll see an opportunity or like a button that says, I think, just raise your hand. On the iPhone and the iPad, it's a little bit easier. I think you just have to click the three dots and then a little hand will appear that you can press. I will see a notification for that somewhere over here on my side of the screen. And when I see that, when we have a chance, I will then call on you to ask your comment. Alternatively, if the chat is enabled, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that enabled or not, you can also just write your name in the chat box, and that will also be a way that it shows me that you are calling or raising your hand. If the chat is enabled, please be sure you're not writing other messages through it. It should just be used for you to raise your hand or to alert me that you have a question. Please also note that if students are misbehaving or doing things that are distracting or taking away from our environment, you'll receive a score of 0. And I'll also be using this rubric. You'll probably see this rubric from a few different teachers tomorrow. This is the accountability rubric. It tells you that you need to be on time, need to be in school uniform, you need to contribute, you need to be attentive, you need to maintain professionalism, and you need to show respect. And that's going to be when you speak, if you use the chat, or if you are posting anything else. I think that is all I need to share with you at this time. I'm really excited to see you all tomorrow and to talk to you all. I've been really pleased with the homework that's been coming in, and we're just looking forward to giving you guys the chance to share your own ideas with each other. As always, please email, reach out. We have times where you can schedule meetings with us as well. So please use those, and don't be afraid to ask for help or to ask it just for a little bit of time to discuss something. I'll see you all tomorrow. Email me with questions. Bye.